see him coming round. I don't know if he's got rocks or coal or something in them sacks on the front, but it's quite impressive. And he's got a little bowser on the back for carrying the water. And as you realise, they have to have water to keep the steam up all the time. So that's very interesting. Little engine there. The next one is a McLaren 4-inch locomotive. This one was built in 2014 for Emily Christine, and it's owned by Mr. Smith, the Steeldrop. The next one I've got is a Burrow 4-inch, and that was built in 2015. Now a little bit larger machine, absolutely immaculate, and a credit to the young gentleman. He's going to tell you about it because he's going to stop here for me. Tell me about your engine, sir.
David Evenson from Bradford, half-size turtle. I will stop from Bradford. You know, you can pick for the years.
Thank you very much. As I say, absolute credit to you. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, these are all scaled down models from the original. You're 28, are you? 28. Next one I've got is a Burrow DC loco. It was built in 2022. Quite new. And it's owned by Mr. Bean of Leeds. For the country, etc. Eat more milk, it says on the side. Next one is a Fost Agricultural 1000. It was built in 2006 and it is owned by Mr. Hindmarsh from Carrick Garrison. Catholic Garrison. There's a copy of a little schema. That is very impressive stuff. The stuff. Number 26, Simplicity Wallace Stephen. Built in 2020 and is owned by Mr. Stanley from Chapel, Durham. Now we've got a tour of the steam wagon with a family out today. Looks very impressive. How many generations is on there? One. Just one. Well, this is very impressive. Martin Young Amusements on tour from Jarry. I told you the sun will come out for the display here, so hopefully that's the rest of the rain for the day, and it's a credit to us all.
You alright?
Yeah, fine, yourself?
Good.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for bringing them here today. Could you give us a blast on your horn or your whistle or whatever you've got, please? Now I've got a lovely Triumph here. How old is this motorcycle, sir?
Oh, a year old.
Oh, no. Can I ask a question? How much was it when it was new? £6,000 for a motorcycle. I think my first one was £400. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. This is the James motorbike 197, is that right? Beautiful, yeah. Absolutely immaculate, sir. How old is it? 1956. Right, sir, 125. Very nice. Looks like a one. That's hold on. The brakes not just up to standard, sir. Look, I can see that, yeah? Oh, that's right. It's a beautiful motorcycle. 1928, yeah? I never realised the beauty of your motorbike. Always in cars.
The Central was engine big, the motorbike went into Northumberland ADS for the racing. We're stock engine big manufacturers. Like the 155.
Very nice. Okay, very well. That's going to be a Honda Scramble bike, yeah? How old is it? 1979. Yeah, very nice bike. Very clear. Are you the only sensible one in here with the helmet on, aren't you? Thanks for the good man. Hey, the one, what is your bike and how many cc?
It's the 80cc and wait, what was that question?
We'll catch that. Yeah. Okay, off you go. So ladies and gentlemen, it's great to see these motorcycle enthusiasts here today. There's a number more of them that haven't brought them into the ring. They may be doing run or something, but these guys are just enjoying themselves and thought that was banging around the cars and got into the wall. He's got the gear, he's got the leather hat, he's got the sunglasses. and he's the coolest dude in this field. Have you ever seen him? Right? So there's Dotty, and there's Deputy Dog sitting there beside him. And we've got a nice little village here. How old is your son? How long are you under?
I've got one unit for about maybe 10 months. Right? So she's South African. Came from, it's 1275. It was done up over here. And she's a nice little woman.
You look the part with it anyway. Next spot we've got is an Audi Quattro. Everybody when I was a young man always wanted a Quattro. If you could say that, you'd made your time. Have you owned this since many years?
I've had this for 20 years. So it's been a labour of love all that time.
Always remember, sir, it's going up in value every week. Every day. Cheers. And a Peugeot. Very smart. Year of it. What year is it? Does you proud? I like all the fancy gear sticks and all that. That made the rolling car. It's just go that. Well, here's something different. Is that the mother-in-law sitting in the back with you, or what? Eh? She's here. Doesn't look like your wife, I bet her before. Enjoy yourself. Cheers. Now a very valuable thing, a nice old Land Rover here. He's done it up to 15. You're going to be a millionaire when you sell it. When you're going to get married or something like that, you'll have to cash this in for you, right? Don't forget. Okay. We've got a goldy coloured Morris 1000 here with lower suspension. It never came with them wheels on when it was new, would it?
No.
How long have you had this? 30 years. 30 years. Yeah. You're still just 25, are you? Yeah, perfect. Hey, another one. Northeast branch of the Morris Minor Club or something like that. Very nice two-door model. Thank you very much, sir. Cheers. 220,000. Has it got a gold seal engine in?
The original.
Okay, thank you. Now what is it a Z3 or a Z4? Z3? What's up with all these skeletons in cars today? Is it just a fetish you've got or what?
He's from Africa and he's like a Zulu. And he's only 4 foot high. And he lives in this village. And what they are, the tribe is called Where the Hell Are We? Because he's only 4 foot and the grass is 6 foot.
Oh, escort here, Newcastle exhibition. Is that the beer match from last night, is it?
Yeah, it was bought new in concert and it's just done 40,000 today.
Excellent. Thank you very much, sir. You like these rovers, don't you? Eh? Eh? They've got Frankie with you. Frankie on here.
1973 Rover 25B, I've had it for 4 years, and it was one of the last ones.
Very nice. You were rusting it, eh? That looks good. I've got the Bible on this car. It's a 1986 Ford Capri 2.8 Special. But its chassis number, extensive restoration in 2012 to 2014. Absolute credit here. Yep. Thank you very much, sir. What are you doing with that? That's a nice machine, isn't it? Hey? At least you haven't got a skeleton in me the day. Have you seen them all, the skeletons going around here? Tell me what the cars are.
1969 MTV Coaster. I've had it that long. 63,000 miles. Pretty much a full car.
So you begin your youth with aren't you? That's right. That's now we'll do yourself. You never stop to talk to me because you're embarrassed through that thing, aren't you? You have been all the times you've been coming. Can you cover us? Can you cover? How long you had this? You just... Well, in 2 weeks you've done quite a lot to it, I can see. I don't think you've even watched it, have you? Enjoy your day. A Fiat. Which model is this, sir?
Honda. Fiat Honda Select.
Is this your car, young man? Don't tell me about it. Where did you get this medal from? Tell us about this medal you're wearing.
This medal is from being in a drum band.
Is he looking after you? Really enough? Next one we've got an MTB. Beautiful. Hello, Miss Pig. Sorry, Miss Piggy. I always call you Miss Piggy because you were the greatest man. You're the biggest pig farmer in Northumberland, right? And when I was a young man, I used to come and mend your swill pipes. Do you remember that? Yeah. Cheers. The next thing we've got is Jeff Elliott here. Oh, Jeff's got in. Has he lured you the pikey wagon for the afternoon? Ah, it's impressive, like. Oh, he's in the caravan, right? You've got the car here, do you? Looks well, doesn't it? How long you had this?
About 3 years. It was John Joyce's.
It was belonged to John Joyce, the drainage man from Corbridge. That's who it was. It's a while since that was an instructor's car, isn't it? It's a replica, is it? It looks the part, like, anyway. Yeah, none of them going around in it. Yeah. Mr. Crow, you having a day out today? Not so bad. Tell me how long you've had this and what's the story on it?
It's about 30 years old. I've had about 30 years. It's 1956.
All right. Yes. Well, yourself, anyway. Nice to see you. Yeah. Now, this is an 815 Morris. A minor with a split windscreen. Is that correct, sir? Yeah. 1854. The fancy steering wheel, remember that? The spokes in, yeah. Front wheels used to fall off, remember? Yeah. Carry on, cheers. Morris Slowson, sir. How long you had this? 37 years, yeah. 1967. Thank you very much. Cheers. What do you got in there? It's not a skeleton, it's someone else, like a teddy bear or something, is it? And then you sleep with that, do you? Keep you warm, right? All the best. Cheers. What are we doing? Are you shooting the deer? You have the deer? Eh? They got the good ladies out for the deer? They trapped the deer. Oh my goodness. Yes, you got it. That's it. Cheers. Thank you. The next one was what we call a Triumph Stag. It was really the upmarket sports car of its time. How long you had this, sir? Everybody's buying these cars at the moment. You just had it 2 months, yeah? 3 months, yes. And where did it come from?
Wolverhampton.
Right. It must have been cheap, was it? Yeah. Pop around. Very nice. What age? Thank you very much, thank you. Give it a bit of poke here. Let's hear the power. last one in here is number 2, a Fowler, and that's owned by Alex Steele all the way from Fife in Scotland. Alex has been supported for many, many years. There's 3 men keep the job right there. And the next one is John T. and Val Hutchison's. They are from Bellingham, which is just up the valley. Johnny's had a bit of trouble with his kicker lately, but as I said to him, Joe Young, so he's been a couple of times in hospital, but I knew we'd be back here for the day. So John T. and Val, it's lovely to see you. Lavland Porter, and it was built in 1925, and it's owned by Mr. Borthwick from Housley Spring. The next one is a Ford steam wagon. Remember before we had diesel lorries and such like, these would get all the transport up and down the country. And this is a Ford steam wagon. It was built in 1929. And it's owned by Mr. Thompson of Chester. This one is a petrol, I think you will remember. The one is the 1934, and it was owned by Mr. Cook, another one from Fife, Scotland. We have to thank these guys very much, because remember, they bring them all the way down through Scotland and down the south of the country, and they bring them on lorries at their expense, and it's absolutely great to see them here in this lovely sunny afternoon. The next one is a general first attention. It's a plate Shuttleworth, and it's owned by Mr. from Morton. You got the good lady with you on that? Eh? You all right? Eh? And the final showman we have here today coming in, and this is Mr. Spence on the side with Manchester. I haven't got a number for it, but basically it is Delilah. Got the program, but that doesn't matter. 1925, it's as young as yourself, I know it is. I think we've got some more coming here. Now we've got the first of the steamrollers coming in, and that is a Fowler, and it is built in 1925 and is owned by Mr. James Easton. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, these are the things that the council used to use before that the steamrollers today with diesel engines. It's like these up and down the country, and the community have behind them on the middle line, which was a building where the guys in the summer, when they were tarmacking the roads, they would stay in to do the jobs overnight. The next one is an Admiral Porter steamroller again, an 8-ton one, and Alicia, and it's owned by Mr. Boswell of the Spring. I've got the name right anyway. Just on a sad point, sadly over the years, we had a guy called Phil Moody, one of the mainstay men of this rally. And sadly, if you've got a programme, you see a picture of him on the front. We lost him last year, you know. And Phil was well appreciated by everybody in this club and a lot of steam enthusiasts. So our thoughts are those of his families here today, and our thoughts are with Phil's family. I just showed my grandson there for a minute. How are you doing, Finley? How are you? But there's been more nuts in that bloody room in the last day or two, right? It's a lovely little running tractor. It looks very well. It's a terrier, BN terrier. Yeah? I have to stand with it for the time. Then we've got a Ford with the Ford 3930. It's painted this colour because it's classed as an industrial tractor. That means it won't have straight brakes, it's got one brake. The next one is a 165 massive, straight axle, beautiful. Then we've got a short original David Brown. As you can see, this tractor is working through it. Nothing being done to it. The next one we've got is the Northumberland 460 with a link box in the back. Diesel and 4 of it. And the next one is a Kid, made by Fix XL, and that's made by Adrian Ballon. That's Kevin and Adrian Ballon. The next is a lovely workshop model. Just been rubbed down with a diesel block, totally original force motor. Then we've got an 8330. Hello young man, are you alright? Then we've got a nice old Marshall here. I don't think it was that colour, but he's kind of working on it. It's a project, but it's run very nice. That's a Marshall tractor, field Marshall. Then we've got a Major here. Then we've got a JCB fast track. One of the success companies in the country, JCB, one of the biggest companies in the UK and the country. It's a tractor, it's the older model, but an M registration. Then we've got an FE35. That means this was a tractor that came after the Grey Ferguson. And it had a 4-cylinder engine in it, and it was painted gold and grey. That was straight after the early Ferguson. The next one we've got is a big Massey here. It's a very nice old tractor. It could do with a wind or two in it. Other than that, it's a 1080 and it's a big Perkins engine in it. Totally original. Then we've got the pioneer of agriculture in the UK. This is a Ferguson petrol paraffin tractor. This tractor revolutionized farming. This is a tractor had the first 3-point linkage. That means you could lift an implement on the back of it. There was thousands of them sold. The price was £410 when new. The tractor today, I think they start about 90,000 plus. Here's another petrol paraffin one. This one is in its working clothes, totally original. After that, we had the silver engine one. Then we go on to the red tractor, which is a 3-cylinder. This is a very special tractor because it's what they call a 35 multi-power. That means modern times, back in the 60s, this tractor, what they call half a gear, in a high gear and a low gear. Then we got a little bit of board here. Follows the little track system still here. But it's a John Deere 3050. This is a tractor that John Deere bought catalog on the input in the UK. This is a 6-cylinder tractor. The next one is a nice 372 Massey Ferguson. I don't think that's Mrs. Gibson driving it. Well done. Where's your husband? Well, he's coming with a strap, is he? Alright. Following on to that 3350, this was introduced the 6300 range. It was a 4-cylinder tractor. The John Deere thought it was the answer, but unfortunately they had to go back to 6-cylinder. So the next thing is a County. That hardly built for myself. Absolutely, totally original. Then we've got an 1174. We've got George. Oh no, it's not that. So this will be the Corbridge 450. The first one that ever came into the valley here, it had a steel crane on it, and there was a crane on the roof, and it was run by KTH, that was Corral Push and Hutchinson, many years ago. Then for the Enfield, we've got a totally standard Fortune here. You do it with a tape on the bonnet to get a bit of a shine, other than that it's fine. Next one we've got is a Zenith Crystal. This Zenith Crystal has got a great history for this family. It was bought new from a guy called Corbridge. Small engineering company, huge size boxes. The tractor is still totally original except for the new front bundle. So that was bought and it's owned now by Mr. Gilbert. Then we've got Ollie. Ollie's a local contractor. Ollie runs the county school tractor section. It's a horsepower, 120 grand light bike. Then we come into the case International 844 XL. Single up, very tidy, 4-cylinder engine, and a predator. Tractor, a 5150 PSIS, very well done up, followed by International 454. And it's cousin really the same time with an International 276, it's following the GNL. The next one we've got here is the great big, as he calls it. What we've got in here, what's happened over the years is all these tractors came with a 4-cylinder engine, and all these eccentric guys decided, well, we'll put a big engine in. This has got a Perkian V8 engine. Usually favourite for people in tractor pulling with this thing. Next one, we've got Rowley's tractor, Rowley Webster, who's got the timber demo, another T7 210 horsepower with a nice dual zero on the back. Another next tractor coming in is from Rowley Stable. That's a 7840, and that's got a broken winch on the front, followed by a little 3000 with what we call half tracks. That means this tractor can work in boggy land, etc., and not sink out of sight. And it's got these tracks that still in between for keeping it off the ground. Then we've got eccentric Max here with his 6-cylinder maker. The project is just finished, and there's the government, and it's got plenty of power now. Another modification you have to make to get the back here to get the engine. What are you doing in that? You couldn't have driven it last night, the state you're in. We're in all these counties. And here's Mr. Webster himself, with his Highland there. This tractor, you can see he's been working over there. It's used in the forestry or loading stumps and such like for loading timber. It's got a timber grab on the front, completely universal. The next one we've got is a little 35, it's a standard 35 with a 3-cylinder engine, pretty original, a nice big tractor there. Then we've got this biggie here, I've always called about it. This is a friend of mine coming in, in 45,000, he was going to big farmer in the Dan Valley many years ago, and he inherited the name this biggie, but it's stuck with him all this year. The next tractor we've got is a Ford 4000 with a Wilson cab on it. Very nice original tractor. I've got a bit of money spent on the paint for it, but it's still a really nice tractor. Then all the way to this thing, we've got the 8 with the Ford 7000. He spent a few pounds on this tractor. We bought it in not the extra shape, spent a bit of time on it to spend a bit of money. It's now a very valuable tractor. Then we've got Mr. Greg coming here with his Fortune tractor. What happened was, they started to put a diesel engine in. These always had a petrol powered engine in. After we decided that they would put diesel engines into it, and this is a diesel conversion of the tractor. The other one we got here, David Dixon. What is it? The Detroit diesel. He's a little bit eccentric, you can see that. You've never seen a tractor like that before. Absolutely tremendous. It's a little bit underpowered, it's 500 horsepower. Then the next thing is got an original motor here. In its product and clothes, it's not into the government. The next thing we've got is a little Alice B. Totally been restored since the last time was here. And the present of the gentleman. This is a tractor you can put ropes up, attachments in between the wheels for cultivating and such like. And it was mainly used by small farmers and small rulers. The next one is a TX956. It should be well known because it belongs to me. We've got stories about that. It's a TX956 I've had for a number of years. Spent a few pounds on it. And my company sells line spreaders, so this is a 1961 line spreader we completely refurbished a few years ago. This is a promotion thing. This man always brings me an extra tractor to make you curious. And I'll give you well with a man himself. What is it, the idiot? Yeah, 770. 770. Next one, great man from West Burton. His name is John Scott, but everybody in our game calls him Tractor John. So Tractor John, so you can see by the registration, MNL, that means
tiny body tractor really.
From Whitfield, we've got another 5,000 belong to K3. Alright, let's stand a deal here with a moving from the head, so we've got one of the main road tractor. Followed by an MV track. An MV track 1,000, not the original tractor, the same in his work as yours. And then we've got Ian here, his American 4030 diesel, Ian Collins. 41. Number one in the ring of the lorries, a Bedford J type. 1963, and I think it's a Tyneside registration, TN. It's owned by Mr. Barnes of Panic. It says Amble on the door, but we'll see everyone, okay? Amble originally, Panic there. Here's a beautiful wagon for Mr. Denham. Mr. Denham, as you know, has lorries and works in the quarries and tippers. He's a credit to him. It's been a lovely job with this in Atkinson. And he's got a power unit on the back, which is even more, so that can generate electric for a site or anything you want it for. It's got its own engine on the back and it's self-powered. That's when you've arrived. When you come into this show ring with that, you'll definitely arrive. This gentleman is from Longtown and it's absolutely beautiful, sir. Thank you very much. Right, here's the Foster clan coming in. This was a thing, this was built a lot of years ago. How long ago was it built? When you first brought it to a rally, 34 years ago. Absolutely. This gentleman run 7.5 tonners with trailers on for years out of Cumberland and Holland. And I see he's got here one of his original wagons, which is now in, and his name on it, long distance and light haulage. The next one is an ERF, and I know that's not where you came from, an ERF, and it is in 1972. A Red Pasture Wooler was a big haulage company for many years. If you went into, and the main thing they did was cattle. Moving cattle and other products, but cattle was the big thing they had. I hope you're going to get some more here. In here, the old Scania he's had for many years, and it's absolutely tremendous wagon. So it's a 360 horse, 1113. One gentleman has this, but I think, if you remember, he has an Arctic as well, or he had an Arctic. And on the top of there, he's got an 1100 and a 1B, kind of the equivalent of an 1100 on there. Two nice classic cars there. There's the engine in it. Oh, there's the man that has international oil. And then we've got a really nice recovery truck. There's been a lot of paint put on that to look it like. It looks tremendous.